Thank you for joining me for another pick a card reading. This is Michelle with She Lit the Way. Now that we have stepped into fall, we're going to take a look at some of the maybe more shadowy aspects of you. What is lurking in the shadows? What is maybe standing in the corner? What needs to be brought to light? That is what this reading is about. And I have 4 piles. This is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. The first pile is a purple spider. Pile number 2 is the black bat. Pile number 3 is the orange spider. And pile number 4 is the green skull. So take a moment, choose your pile, and I will see you there. Hi, pile 1. This is your reading. What is hiding in the shadows? Let's have a look. Okay. Blinded to pain. Downcast pride. Parasite. Vertigo. Whatever you choose will be correct. Sacrifice. What can you let go of? Flashover. It's all in your head. Keter, the crown, spirituality. Your tarot cards are 2 of coins. Oops. The lovers. 8 of swords. And 10 of swords. Ooh, so what is lurking for you guys? Pile number 1, in shadows, your haunted corners. So first off, we have blinded to pain. I feel as though you've lived a certain way for so long that you're almost numb and blinded to the pain when it comes to relationships. I feel as though you give all in your relationships. I feel a chameleon type energy where when you get with anyone, your energy changes to their energy. So there is a loss of your perspective, a loss of your personality, and a loss of your energy. This has been something that you have done since childhood. I really feel as though now you've come to the point to where you are really suffering through this process. This woman is blindfolded, and it's like she is no longer able to be that chameleon. She's no longer able to process her energy and make it someone else's energy. It's like spirit is throwing you onto the path of cleaning this up, of you using your own energy, you being your own person. There's been too many times, and it's been way too long, that you've given up your energy, your desires for others. She is covered in flies. I get the feeling that, not to be too graphic, but it's kind of like the rotting of the old self, the rotting of the old ways, so that you can come into being who you've been all along, but that you've pushed aside for others' happiness. I feel like with this realization that you are coming to, or have just come into, this is the card of downcast pride. You have grown roots within this system that you've created for yourself of what works for you, and it's no longer working in relationships or situations. Now it is time to basically burn the roots, dig up the roots, and start new. We have parasite. Within these relationships, it's almost like you are feeding off of their energy, not in a negative way, but in a way to where you feel fulfilled and like there's growth. But this is false because you have been doing like that chameleon type thing where you are developing their energy within you. Now it's time to basically break free from this root system that you have grown over the years, and also to let go of this energy. When I think of a parasite goes on to something else and pulls that energy out, and it feeds that parasite. This is a system, this is a way of being that you've been all this time, and now it's time to find you. It's time to pull away from maybe some relationships to where you feel as though you've lost yourself. This is a time of inner reflection as to why you are doing what you are doing and have done within relationships. It's time to allow yourself to break free and live within your energy. We have vertigo. Whatever you choose will be correct. So breaking yourself free from this lifetime of being is definitely a painful process. You may come to the conclusion that you've wasted a lot of time. You've wasted many years, basically avoiding yourself to make others happy. This is all going to turn around for you, for sure. So we have sacrifice, let go. So sacrificing this aspect of yourself is going to have great rewards. This is where you're truly going to come into your spiritual being and also be able to really get to know yourself. So think of some things that would help you let go. Would it be stepping back from relationships? Would it be diving into shadow work? Would it be just contemplative thought as to why you do the things you do within relationships? So think about what you can let go of, what needs to be sacrificed so that you can be set on your path of knowing you and reaching higher spiritual attainment. We have flashover. It's all in your head. So you do a lot of work within not the heart chakra. This is where through the years you have been like, how can I make this person happy? What kind of eggs does this person like? What kind of books does this person like? And then that's where you have chameleoned yourself into that energy so that you can blend and bond with them. Not that this is a bad thing, but you've done it with every relationship, probably, in every aspect of the relationship. You have allowed others to make choices for you, and a lot of them may not have been the best choices for you. This is where you kind of just like give up yourself for someone else. Okay. And then we have from the Angelarium. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I couldn't say that. We have Keter, the crown, and spirituality. This is very interesting that we have two crown chakra cards. So what I just envisioned was basically it's time to work on your spirituality. It is time to open up and work with some chakra energy to get you in alignment with your higher self. When you allow this crown chakra to open, it allows energy to flow through you and balance out some of the other chakras, and then real work can begin. So you may be wanting to work on maybe some intuitive or psychic abilities. Maybe those abilities are coming about for you at this time. because you are sensing this huge change within, where things just cannot be how they've been in the past. So I do feel for this group, you may be fully aware of all of this information. You may not know how to go about it, but this is where YouTube videos come in, reading books on spirituality comes in, and really learning about yourself. So tarot cards, we have 2 of coins. So there's that energy of realizing these shadows in the corner and then trying to figure out what to do next. Then we have the Lovers. So this is a decision, a choice within the aspect of yourself and the aspect of changing yourself within relationships. Excuse me. Now, some of you may be in a relationship right now, and you may actually be feeling all of this pain, and this pain is stemming from you not being your true self. You may feel as though others don't love you like they should. And that's because you're not showing your true self. So these 2 cards are showing that you need to make a decision about who you really are and working on that part of you. We also have the 8 of Swords. This is where you've kept yourself trapped by this process for so long. With the Blinded to the Pain and the 8 of Swords, those are basically the same cards, where you have kept yourself kind of like in a locked in state, not being true to yourself and not being true to others, because you are not showing your true self to others. I keep thinking of that movie, I might say it wrong, Eat, Pray, Love, with Julia Roberts in it. That movie keeps going over and over in my head as I'm doing this reading for pile number 1. So you might want to have a look at that movie. Okay, 10 of Swords. So the pain for you has become so unbearable that at this point you are going to charge ahead and you are going to start doing things that fulfill you, make you happy. The focus has changed from making everyone else happy in relationships or friendships or any kind of relationship. The focus should now be on you and working through that process of all of your likes, dislikes, your loves, what do you appreciate, just going through the whole gamut of learning about you, because you have put you off for so long. So I do see major transformation, especially with the 2 crown chakra cards. That's a great place to start learning about chakras, definitely opening up to your higher self. You may want to get some books on that. That will be very helpful. And then with the Vertigo card, whatever you choose and whatever the process is that you choose for learning about yourself, it's correct. You can't go wrong. This is learning about you and what makes you happy. You're done putting your energy out to others and for others, because it's just taking away the beauty of who you are. It almost feels like, you know, you may say this over and over, it feels like people are just sucking your energy dry, when in actuality, you're the one that is like expelling and giving all this energy to relationships. And again, with the chameleon energy, it's like you are being exactly who they want you to be. So you are tired, you are exhausted, you have felt as though you've sacrificed everything about yourself, because you literally have. I hope this reading helps you guys take a look at that shadow aspect of you, what is haunting you, and maybe some changes that you can make. So that movie that I was talking about with Julia Roberts, I would look into that. That has a big relevance here. You are willing and able to free yourself. And this is where wisdom and knowledge comes in. And it's all about you, learning about you, not giving away your energy anymore. This is so important. Okay, pile number 1, I hope you got some value out of this general pick a card reading. I hope some of it resonated with you and that you are on your way to healing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi, pile number 2. If you chose the bat ring, this reading is for you. Okay, so this is the shadowy aspects, the haunted parts of yourself hiding in the corner. Let's have a look. Oh, hiding your true self. Forgetting oneself. Uh-oh. Bride in a cage. Detox, cleanse, and restore yourself. Protection, set personal boundaries. Epoch, pause in your journey. Hasmed, angel of annihilation. Interesting. Okay. And then I also pulled some tarot cards. So we have 2 of Swords. Oops. 5 of Coins. King of Clubs. Wheel of Fortune. And you got an extra card. 9 of Swords. Okay, let's see what we have energetically here that you guys are not seeing, or a shadow aspect, or what is hiding in the corner. So basically, we have hiding your true self, forgetting oneself, and bride in a cage. So you may feel trapped by expressing your true self. So pile number 2, this group, you have not been your true self. You have been hiding your true self. We have different aspects of you, turning your back on a doorway. So this, I feel fear with this. So you have been who people have expected you to be, but now you are teetering with the acceptance of who you are. So for an example, you're going about your life, but in secret, maybe you practice witchcraft, demonology, pretty much anything. It could be doing tarot cards. This is showing me that this true positive aspect of yourself, you are not comfortable with coming out with. This could literally be anything. Like, to you, this is a huge ordeal. If you came out with it to someone and shared this information, they probably wouldn't think anything of it. It's more of a big deal to you than it is to others. So this is basically, you're tossing around the idea at this time, or in the fall time period, where, you know, the days are getting shorter and it gets darker sooner, and it's like we all become more introspective. And I feel as though you are really tossing around the idea of showing your true self to others. It's been a long time coming. You have set yourself aside for so long that this is pushing its way up to the surface for you to deal with. We have Bride in a Cage. Okay, so the energy and feeling that I'm getting off of this card is, of course, entrapment, but also, you know, that very special day of when you're getting married. Everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be laid out just so. The place cards have to be beautiful calligraphy. Basically, what I'm getting to, everything has to be absolutely perfect for this particular day. And then when this day comes about, it's such a blur, you don't remember any of it. You have photographers taking pictures of you just so you can remember this beautiful, gorgeous day that your mind has been so, for months or years or whatever, has been so focused on every last detail that when the day does come about and it unfolds, you can't even remember what has happened. So that's the kind of energy that I'm getting off of this card, with you coming out being your true self. You are laying out everything in incredible detail, in perfect order. You've got every aspect, every situation covered that could possibly come about. And I'm here to tell you, with this card set up here, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. It's time to show the world who you are. Just do it. I mean, that's just the energy that I'm getting from these cards. By you setting up every last detail, situation, anything could go wrong, everything to perfection. Well, I guess it would depend on what you are coming out with, but in general, this isn't necessary. This is keeping you in this space a lot longer than you need to be. So with this energy, it's kind of like the just do it. Just do it. Don't keep yourself trapped any longer. This is affecting you. And who's to say when you have all this perfectly laid out and then you come out with whatever, it's just not necessary. Unless you want this big elaborate thing. Unless, I mean, for most of this group, this energy is too much. It's not necessary. It's actually keeping you here longer. It's like you're trying to avoid coming out with who you really are. Okay, so the next card we have is Detox, Cleanse, and Restore Yourself. So, do whatever you can at this time that makes you feel comfortable. Bring about anything that will make you happy, bring you joy, bring you a sense of peace and calm, to be who you truly are. Stay in that energy of who you truly are, so that when you come out with who you truly are, you are confident. You're bringing yourself to light. I guarantee this is a way bigger deal to you than to other people. And this will be the biggest celebration you've ever had in your life with yourself. Know that you are protected. You have already set up your boundaries. You have a lifetime of boundaries. So maybe some of those boundaries need to come down so that you can move forward. I feel like you're taking a breather with this epoch, pause in your journey. I feel as though you are like taking that big, deep breath before you spit out the information or before you show the world who you truly are. With Hazmed, Angel of Annihilation, this is getting rid of the false you. This is just blowing up the old you so that the new you, the true you, can step forth. Definitely not an easy process for you. It's a huge ordeal for you. It's a very anxiety-provoking situation for you. Many sleepless nights, great anxiety, depression, fear. There's a lot of fear. So this could represent many different situations coming out to your family, letting people know that you are a witch, whatever the situation may be. No matter what the situation is, it has caused you extreme anxiety at some point, maybe even some depression, definitely avoidance of other people. We have the Two of Swords. So with the Two of Swords, this is representing the decision. So it's that putting yourself in that protected space with the Two of Swords, setting boundaries, but also releasing some of the boundaries so that you can actually move forth. Five of Coins. You feel as though you're going to lose something by revealing this aspect of yourself. There's a person in particular, male energy, an older gentleman. This could be the person that you're in a relationship with. This could be a father, a brother. It's male energy that will be the biggest hurdle for you to overcome. Just know that with the Wheel of Fortune, it's going to happen. With the Wheel of Fortune, you know, we go round and eventually we get thrown off at times. This is one of those times where it is going to happen. You're ready. You've built up the energy. You're going to tell whoever. You're going to share with others the real you. This is a good thing for many of you in this group. A very, very good thing. So definitely what is haunting you in the corners of your home, your spiritual self, is bringing about your true self and sharing the real you with others. Thank you, pile number 2. I hope to see you soon with another pick a card reading. Thanks. Okay, pile number 3. What is haunting you in the shadows? We have the orange little spider here. Okay. Queen of my world. The temple of my body. Sacrifice. Effervescence. Cultivate love. Naz. Feel loved and proud. Fergan. Become a loving mirror. And Remph. Angel of time. Okay, let's get situated here. Okay, and then, sorry about the motorcycle, Queen of Wands, 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups, the Chariot, and death. Okay. Overall, this doesn't look like a bad reading like 1 and 2. Not that they were bad readings, they were haunting type readings. Your reading is awesome. Okay, so this is what is hiding in your shadows, hiding in the corners of your spiritual home. We have someone, I don't know if it was childhood, where you were made to feel unworthy. You were made to feel not beautiful. Well, this pile, you are blowing people out of the water because you are amazing. You have decided to completely overhaul your looks, your physical being, your appearance, your spiritual mindset. This group has the energy of maybe an influencer and needing and wanting to put themselves out there in the most beautiful, amazing way, which leaves you feeling vulnerable, and it doesn't allow you to slip up. So if I would say anything that was haunting you in your shadows, it would be the immense pressure that you may be feeling. So we have the Queen of My World, and this is where you have taken complete and utter control of your life, your situation, your physical appearance. Like I said, this feels very much like an influencer, a model, someone who has totally or is in the process of redefining pretty much every aspect of themselves. I'm even picking up plastic surgery, hair color, nails, like everything, head to toe. The impression that you're giving others. So this is all very good for you, and this is what you're wanting and striving for. Just that shadowy aspect of the pressure is what I'm getting. So the temple of my body, you've had a mind shift as far as how you're wanting to present yourself to others. You may be eating better. Some of you are not eating. I just heard that. You may be doing a lot of just drinking water, trying to cleanse and detox your system. But the focus is all on the outward appearance, which may jeopardize the inward personality. So this group has to be careful with that. Sacrifice. So you're willing to do anything that it takes to get to where you're going. You are definitely on a mission, and you are ready to be at the tippy top of whatever it is that you're striving for. I keep getting like that supermodel look, that perfection, even getting like lip injections, just some really small things to make huge improvements, or what you think are huge improvements to your appearance. You want to look perfect. You want to come off as perfect. We have effervescence, cultivate love. So this is just the energy of, I'm not going to say being something that you're not, but giving off an illusion or an energy. It is an aspect of you. It's acceptable. It's okay. But you are putting that out there. We have feel loved and proud. So once again, with the, I keep wanting to use the word illusion. Happiness for you comes through looking in the mirror and feeling perfect in that presentation to others. Some of you have lost like 20 pounds. I'm feeling that there's like a handful of people that are drawn to this group have lost a good chunk of fat. So you're feeling amazing and you want to transform. Some of you may have YouTube or Instagram accounts or blogs where you're actually blogging your weight loss and all the little changes that you're experiencing and going through, the emotional changes, how people see you as you are losing weight. There's definitely a couple of you that are doing this type of video for others. Others of you are into plastic surgery. This is an acceptable form to you of getting you to where you feel you need to be. There is intense pressure. So I feel like some of you are actual models where you actually have a modeling type job. But most of you, I feel as though you are influencers and want to look your best. So with this group, I feel major, huge transformations within the self and the outward appearance, which I'm definitely getting very good energy, high energy, but there also comes a warning with that at some point you may start feeling down or depressed because you've done something for someone else and not truly for yourself. I felt like a huge wave of energy hit me when I said that. So some of you may be going through that right now. Become a loving mirror. So a lot of you are doing this in a good way to help others, to see the steps, to see the progress, to becoming the best you possible. There's definitely a good amount of you doing that. This may be having to do with makeup. It's like sharing tips and tricks and taking you along on the journey, taking others along on the journey with you. We have Angel of Time. So the energy that I'm getting off of this one is almost like we all can't be beautiful forever. So there's a quickening energy for some of you who feel as though you're running out of time. So you must make these major transformations. You must get to that perfect level, that perfect look that you're striving for, because you're running out of time. And whatever aspect that means to you, maybe you're older, so you're doing a bunch of stuff to make you feel younger. Okay, so we'll go in with the tarot cards. We have Death. So this is deep transformation. This is just not surface transformation. This is like deep transformation. This is like huge thought-provoking transformation. Pile number 3, I don't feel as though this is a spiritual transformation. This is an absolute physical transformation. Then we have the Queen of Coins, and I like this with the Queen of My World. Definitely someone who makes money off of their appearance and being the best that they can be. A lot of you are quite grounded in this energy. You're not all willy-nilly. You know what you're doing. You're going about it in the best way possible. So you're like very grounded in that energy. You're making choices for your business. We have the Ten of Cups. So complete and utter happiness. And you cast out this beautiful, gorgeous energy. Others want to be like you. You have a huge following. We have the Knight of Cups. I feel like the more that you think that you are beautiful or pretty or gorgeous or perfect for what it is that you are trying to get out to the world, the more that you receive from your followers. And this allows you to... Okay, pile number 3. Sorry about that. My phone died. Let's get back to the cards. We have the Knight of Cups. I think that you are being offered something major. Looking at the cards, it feels as though this is going to cause emotional happiness and fulfillment. And you are just the person to get the messages across. So something is or will be offered, an opportunity. And this is something that you are going to just dive right into. And it's going to be a complete transformation for you. Okay, that is all I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining me. Pile number 4, this is your reading. What is lurking in the shadows? What is haunting you? Let's have a look. And this is for pile number 4, the Green Skull. Let's see what we have. Is this me? Artificial heart. Perchance to dream. Okay, euphoria, honor yourself. Panacea, there is a solution for every problem. Merrick, embrace oneness with the universe. Angelarium card, Zachriel, angel of memory. Your tarot cards are 5 of clubs, 10 of clubs, Ace of cups, 5 of cups, and the World card. Okay. So you guys seem to have what is lurking for you or haunting you spiritually may be the fact that you have been a certain way for so long. It is hard to change. It's hard to bring about transformation when you have done things a certain way your whole life. So I almost feel like you have lost yourself within this process of life. We have artificial heart, which is indicating to me that kind of like that love and spirit and joy has been sucked right out of you. It's doing the day-to-day mundane things over and over. There's nothing new to cause any excitement. With Is This Me? It's almost like the revelation of what on earth has happened to me. I've lost myself. I don't even recognize myself anymore. You were on a path that you chose at one point that was very, very strong and very influential for you. But it's almost like gone way past the point that it needed to be. And with perchance to dream, this person, this guy is holding this guy, and it's almost like he is disintegrating, like he's breaking apart. So I feel like you guys have just gotten cold with the world, with yourself especially, and now all of a sudden it's like this dead stop of realization of what on earth am I doing? There's that type of feeling. So I think you're going to come into being with this new honoring of yourself. You're going to start doing and adding new things to your life that will kind of shake it up. And I feel with this guy disintegrating, it's kind of like sand just being dispensed everywhere and breaking up what you had before to allow something new. There is a solution for every problem. So I think you're going to be seeking just different ways, different things that you can add to your life that kind of spice it up. I just feel really stuck with this group. You guys have worked very, very hard to get to the point that you're at now, but now it doesn't seem fulfilling. And then we have Merrick, embrace oneness with the universe. So I think you're looking for spiritual guidance with this card, not knowing maybe where to turn anymore because you've done things a certain way for so long. But now you're getting in touch with your spiritual side and seeking that spiritual guidance. We have Zachriel, angel of memory. So you're doing the things that you are comfortable with in the way that you are comfortable with, but there's an unraveling. Just like there's this disintegration, there's an unraveling of the way that you do things or the way that you see things. And with this unraveling will bring the newness that you need, that new inspiration. And then you will be able to weave your ribbons in a way that suits you more in the now. We have the Five of Wands. I think everything had been going smooth for you for a long time. Like I said, it felt comfortable. This was just the way it was. You've grown, but I think you've grown past the point. And now you seem to have some aggravation, some frustration, maybe possibly coming from people. It's almost like the universe is coming in and shaking up your energy. So much so to the point where you've kind of like had it. You've kind of been so overwhelmed and so overburdened, and you're not understanding why the old way is not working. But the energy is here that you are seeking. You are seeking out new ways. So we have the Ace of Cups. I think with this Ace of Cups, this is representing, I'm not getting relationship here. I'm getting very specifically, it is you. This is acknowledging you, wanting to improve you, that self-love feeling of doing things that make you feel good, stepping out of this energy of doing for others, and now it's time to come back to you. And then we have the Five of Cups. With this new energy, it is so uncomfortable to you. You, like I said, you've been used to doing things a certain way, allowing certain people in, very few people in, is what I just heard. Like with the artificial heart, you're completely okay being on your own. But new love is coming in for the self, and this causes a great deal of discomfort for you because it's just not familiar. But in the end, we have the World card, and this is where you're going to be able to let your love in for yourself and create new and wonderful things and allow the universe to guide you. I do feel that seeking of the universe's guidance with your angels or spirit guides, you're becoming more open. So I do feel as though you've completed or are in the process of completing the old self, and you're ready to move into a more prosperous, loving, caring, compassionate you. And this is actually very important because it feels as though it's fulfilling a karmic cycle. I feel as though group number 4, you guys have learned a great deal in a short amount of time. I feel like with this group doesn't have the energy of being older. This feels like a younger energy, and it's all very compact. And it's like almost like you were born this way, you were taught this way, you learned this way, you became this way. But now you're seeing that there is another way that is emerging and that you are curious about and will be seeking fulfillment from. So this is a very exciting time for you guys. All right, thank you so much for watching Group 4, and I will see you next time for another general pick a card reading.